A timeless bond, the love story of Mama and Mami. In a quiet town surrounded by green fields and winding roads, lived a kind-hearted man named Arjun, known lovingly in his family as Mama. Arjun was the kind of man who never raised his voice, who helped neighbors without being asked, and who always had time for others, no matter how busy he was. He worked as a high school science teacher, loved books, and spent his weekends tending to his small garden and visiting his sisters and nieces. Arjun had never been in a rush when it came to love. While many of his friends got married early, he believed that love should happen naturally, not out of pressure or timelines. One summer, Arjun was invited to a cousin's wedding in a nearby city. It was a big, colorful celebration with music, laughter, and endless cups of chai. That's where he met Anjali, his future Mami. She was the bride's friend and a distant relative from the groom's side. Anjali was different from anyone Arjun had ever met. She was confident, curious, and had a spark in her that instantly caught his attention. Their first conversation was about something as simple as the weather. Anjali laughed at how hot the day was, and Arjun replied with a joke about melting like ice cream. That silly joke turned into a smile, and that smile turned into a conversation that lasted hours. Over the next few days, they kept bumping into each other, at the mehendi function, during the sangeet, at the dinner line. Every time they met, they talked a little more, laughed a little louder, and grew a little closer. But when the wedding ended, so did the constant meetings. Arjun went back to his town, and Anjali returned to her job in the city. Still, something had changed. They had exchanged phone numbers, and slowly, their conversations continued. First through text messages, then long evening phone calls. They would talk about everything: family, food, life goals, favorite movies, and childhood dreams. They discovered that they had more in common than they thought. Both loved poetry, enjoyed peaceful mornings, and believed in simple, meaningful living. Arjun admired Anjali's strength and modern outlook, while Anjali adored Arjun's calmness and traditional values. Despite the distance, their bond only grew stronger. Months passed, and their families started to notice the change. Arjun's face lit up when his phone rang. Anjali would smile without reason after a call. Eventually, Arjun decided it was time. He spoke to his mother first. With a slight hesitation, he said, "Ma, there's someone I want you to meet." There were questions, of course, about background, family, lifestyle, but once the families met, all doubts melted away. Anjali won everyone's heart with her kindness and grace. And Arjun? Well, he had always been the favorite. Their engagement was a modest but joyful event, filled with blessings and laughter. When they finally got married, it wasn't just a union of two people, but of two souls who had taken the time to truly know and understand each other. Married life brought its own challenges: balancing careers, moving between cities, managing family expectations. But Arjun and Anjali faced everything together, with love and patience. They made it a rule to never sleep without resolving an argument. They celebrated small things: a perfect cup of chai, a shared book, a quiet walk after dinner. Over the years, they built a life full of warmth. Arjun still tells his students stories from his life, and Anjali, now Mami, has become the heart of the family. She remembers every birthday, cooks everyone's favorite dishes, and is always the first to cheer others up. Their love was never about grand gestures. It was about being there for each other, day after day. Whether it was holding hands during a tough time or laughing over an old joke, their bond only grew deeper. Today, when their nieces and nephews look at them, they see what love can truly be: soft, strong, patient, and full of respect. Their story isn't just about falling in love, it's about staying in love through every season of life.